Ατομικές προπονήσεις των Γιάννη Αντετοκούνμπο των Μπακς αποκάλυψε πως θα κάνει τις επόμενες εβδομάδες ο Γκάρι Πέιτον, μιλώντας στο Web TV του Αθηναϊκού Μακεδονικού Πρακτορείου Ειδήσεων. Ο μοναδικός πόιντ γκαρντ που έχει αναδειχθεί κορυφαίος αμυντικός μία σεζόν στο NBA επισκέφτηκε την Αθήνα, προσκεκλημένος του τουρνουά 3X.
Yes, I did. This summer he was at the summer league, and Milwaukee played in the summer league, and Jason let me see him personally. I talked to him after some of the games, and Jason put him at the point guard in the summer league, and he did very well at the point guard. And I'm going to go down there in summer for a preseason or training camp and work with him a little bit on his point guard skill. Being at 6'10" and 6'11", he has great skills to play basketball with the point, and I think he's going to be very successful if he gets point guard skills. He's very talented. He's a young kid. He's raw, so he needs to work on a lot of things. Last year when he was in Milwaukee, he was hurt a little bit, and then he didn't get to play as much. Coach coming in, as in Jason, who is a point guard, who wants to use him like that, I think he's going to be very, very good. But he just needs a little guidance. They're a young basketball team. They don't have veterans that can teach him the things. So he needs somebody like Jason and myself to come along and teach him the skills. But I think he's got a raw talent. He has to work on it, though. I'm not going to say he's going to be a splash right away, but I think he's going to be good if he works at it and does the things he has to, and I think he knows that.
This time at the World Jump, we saw U.S. crushing Serbia. So basketball people would say the gap between Europe and the NBA has become smaller, but now this is not the case. What do you think?
Well, I don't know about that. I think that the United States still has the best basketball players ever in basketball right now. What people have been seeing in Spain is just a lot of the U.S. players are not playing basketball and doing the things. You didn't see the LeBrons, you didn't see the Kobes, you didn't see the Dwight Howards. I think this year's tier of guys, young guys, was a good basketball group. They were a really good group, and they still didn't have all their basketball players. They didn't have Durant. They didn't have a lot of guys. Now, I think if they would have had them, what the outcome would have came would have been a little bit bigger. It's a positive for our basketball for the NBA because a lot of the kids over here in Europe are good too. We need them in our game. It makes it a worldwide game, and then it makes the competition even better.
What would you advise him to steal, to copy from the European basketball, and vice versa? What would be your advice for European basketball to steal from you?
I don't think I would tell him to steal anything. I think our lead has been like this for a long time. We're going back from a long time with the Wilt Chamberlains, the Bill Russells, the Michael Jordans, myself, everybody, the Magic Johnsons. We don't need to steal anything. We just need for us to just keep playing basketball. The NBA is the world game. It's the basketball of the world. So I wouldn't tell him anything. He's doing a great job this year, and he's doing a great job. We don't need to steal anything. We just need to be the NBA and let everybody else come to our game.
Ο πρωταθλητής NBA το 2006 με τους Μαϊαμι Χιτ μίλησε εν συνεχεία σε μια ομάδα επίλεκτων δημοσιογράφων. Ποιον προπονητή ξεχωρίζει ο Γκάρι Πέιτον από το NBA?
The coach I like to work with was Джορτζ Καρλ when I was with Seattle. I think that he started my career off. He gave me opportunity to be who I was in the NBA, and right now he's a father figure to me. So I really love to work with him because he the one really started my career off.
Και ποιος υπήρξε ο δυσκολότερος αντίπαλος για τον επί 13 σεζόν παίκτη του Σιάτλ?
John Stόκτον. I really idolize him. I didn't idolize anybody but him and George Gervin. Them are the two that inducted me into the Hall of Fame. And right now he's a great friend of mine. He taught me how to play the game to the fullest that I could play. And I really respect him a lot.
Ο μεγάλος αντίπαλος του Μάικλ Τζόρνταν κατέθεσε και την άποψή του για τον κορυφαίο παίκτη του NBA σήμερα.
I would say ΛεΜπρον Τζέιμς is the best all-around basketball player in the NBA right now. But the player I think that is the best player who can go to at the end of the games and win basketball games for you and make things happen is Κόμπι Μπράιαντ.
Ο Γερμανός forward, Dirk Nowitzki, είναι η επιλογή του Γκάρι Πέιτον από τους μη Αμερικανούς παίκτες.
It's a lot of players in overseas that is great in our league. Ginobili, Parker, Dirk Nowitzki, a lot of guys, Gasol, Marc Gasol. It's just it goes on and on. But I think who's going to have the most rewards and the person who goes to the Hall of Fame and things like that is probably Dirk Nowitzki.
Στο τέλος, όταν ρωτήθηκε για την άμυνα με τα μάτια που παίζουν σήμερα στο NBA, ο Γκάρι Πέιτον νοστάλγησε τις μεγάλες μάχες του με τον Τζόρνταν και δήλωσε εξοργισμένος για την ανοχή των διαιτητών στον ΛεΜπρον Τζέιμς.
When I watch basketball now and LeBron starts to play defense and they don't give the same calls to the other players that way he plays and then they play him the same way, that really makes me mad because it's not fair. You should give them the same calls that you give him. Make him play the same way. Make the game be interesting so players can have a chance to stop him. It's no way you can stop him. You always can contain a basketball player. No way you can stop a great basketball player. So I'm really disappointed in that because I would want them to be able to play the same way. When I played Michael Jordan, they gave me opportunity to play him and let him and defend him. They didn't give him calls when I played defense on him. And then when he played defense on me, they gave me the same calls. That was great basketball. That's why kids get to remember that, and that's why they remembered me playing Michael Jordan, because I was the one who went at him the same way he went at everybody else. So that's just it's a big disappointment to me, but that's just the way the era is right now.
Δεν έχω αποθυμένα, δεν μετανιώνω για τίποτα. Τα έκανα όλα όπως ήθελα εγώ, είπε το γάντι του NBA, όπως ήταν το προσωνύμιο του Γκάρι Πέιτον, αποχαιρετώντας την Ελλάδα.